Let's do the briefing for Sao Paulo now.
Yep.
I think the main problem that we have tonight is the crosswind and the tailwind.
Yep.
Most probably on runway
so I
32.
think we go through the planning first and then we discuss the takeoff here in Zurich.
Right. The operations control is right now checking for a possibility that we make a takeoff on 28, go to Geneva and make a refueling there.
Okay.
So that's an option. They're checking about that possibility. That would give us the option to take full load.
Right.
I think most probably we are limited now with the tailwind component on 3.2. And so let's go through the papers first, huh? On all other runways.
Okay, routing is the number 2, shortest, and
2 means Lisbon, huh?
That's
Lisbon, Azores, and then Fortaleza, okay.
Yeah, Porto Santo and then Fortaleza, that's right.
Nice.
That's the weather I used for the earlier planning stage, and that's what I used eventually.
Mm-hmm. Gurulius, the right one, runways 27, makes 8 visibility, prop. No fog for once, that's perfect.
And
Viraco.
Campinas from
8 to 11.
8 to 11. It's becoming okay.
The whole problem is in Zurich, huh?
Sigmets and an airmet.
Sigmets for Recife, Bordeaux, slow, Recife, Brazilian, Switzerland, the guests. General routing, where is up?
Already flying to Buenos Aires.
Okay, let's see routing. Thank you very much. We have one, that is number 3, up to 400. Then Eastern Africa. Lisboa, that's number 4. Moderate. ITF. I didn't check the satellite. Somebody saw the satellite?
Not a lot of
Let's have a look.
Not that much.
And then we are here. Huh? Nice weather in the south, Buenos Aires. Okay. Also, welcome to our Sao Paulo flight. It's my pleasure to fly to Sao Paulo with you and make the next 6 days. I'd like to introduce ourselves. My name is Tommy Frick, and we are 2 first officers. Reto Meyer, he is doing the short rotation with a 24-hour layover, and Roman Chudi, he is doing the whole rotation with us. So Reto is doing the landing in Sao Paulo, and we are doing the first part. For that, and I think the motto of tonight has one name, it's Gerda, and that's the weather outside. Very strong winds, heavy rains, gusts coming through Zurich, and we are a little bit in troubles with our flight planning, and the main problem is the crosswind on the runways, which on the long runways is exceeding our aircraft limits right now. So flight dispatch and operations control is checking the option that we make a little shuttle flight to Geneva and fill our tanks there. That would allow takeoff on runway 28, just straight into the wind. So it's not decided now, but I'm a little bit pessimistic that we make this direct flight tonight. So that's for all. On the other hand, the strong winds will cause a lot of turbulences initially. I think, as Cecil said, in this case the passengers are very nice and calm. That's the positive point. For our work together, also for the next 6 days, I'd like you to have a critical attitude, please, against everything and about everything. Is it smells, visible smoke, of course, passengers behaving especially. Please feel free to communicate with us immediately. Work together, think ahead who has to know what. And we had a lot of cases, just little smells or smokes, and we need to know that immediately. So please, you can come to the cockpit every time, as often as you want. And okay. So let's go down to the Met office and have a latest briefing. Okay. I think that's crucial, yeah. If I look at the TV, then it's very special. Okay, let's take 5 minutes and check with the Met Office the latest development, and then we decide. Okay, downstairs.
No.
That's the point that we are down. What's the latest? 27 Gast 50.
Okay. And what do we expect there?
Kannst du uns sagen, was du für eine Entwicklung erwartest nochmal?
Gradient sollte im Prinzip bleiben. Ich habe jetzt das aktuelle von Genf mit dem aktuellen von Zürich.
And the main point now is that Met Office says we have a front passage in about half an hour, and that the winds should turn from 220, 230 to 270, and the gusts get lower. So if we had a 40 gust and a mean wind 20 to 30, and he's right, and we get 3-4. So we could go with that. We will make a last-minute fueling.
Okay.
I don't think that we increase the zero fuel weight right now. Most probably, I would like to have.
Temperature 11, viewpoint 8, QNH 994, tempo rain, warning, severe turbulence, on short, final 28, and after departure, warning, wind shears, all runway, transition level 80, airmet 4, salad between 1800 and 2200. Switzerland FIR and UIR moderate turbulence observed and forecast stationary, no change. Surface gust 40 knots.
Okay, gentlemen, it's okay when Reto is here. We make a general briefing for the flight. Most important things here in the cockpit, we have the camera, we have some disturbance, so it's a good closed loop, and it's a good division of duties, especially when we have any troubles. Somebody must be flying and somebody's doing the trouble handling.
Delivery Guten Abend,
That's not a sure question mark in the air. Make that clear immediately. That's the most important thing. Otherwise, I know you very well. I think we have an open-minded attitude here in the cockpit to bring the problems on the table or the pedestal. Tonight, very special takeoff, but in general, let's start with the takeoff. Anything is happening, you call out what you see or you point on it. The order would be stop, reverse, check spoilers. Spoilers would be my duty, so you call no spoilers in this case. And your primary duty is to inform the ATC. If you have time and capacity for an 80 knots call, it's perfect. I will set the brakes, cabin crew and stations, and then we go into analysis and decide, can we leave the runway or have we do some emergency checklist or something reasonable. In case of an on-ground emergency, I keep the brakes set, I switch on the emergency power, and I start the EVAP sign, I silence the bell, I inform the tower and order on the PA emergency open seatbelts evacuate. You can do your
Okay. Gas levers down, all three. Fuel lever shut. Ground spoilers in for the passenger overwing. So I check the pressure. I will operate the three handles here at least 2 seconds till they shut. I will operate the APU dash and the Asian number 3. I take the flashlights and the receiver.
If you go in the air, it's gear thrust and confirm engine out or confirm AOC. The gear, of course, together, the engine out. If the wording is not coming, you can push the engine out. We proceed as briefed. My idea is to go basically as we have trained it already in the simulator, to use the autopilot if available, to make full use of the navigation, and to fly it as trained with proper cleanup, safe altitude, analysis together, and you insist on analysis together, and then a reasonable checklist. We decide before the checklist who is flying, who's doing the checklist work, and then most probably we have to go somewhere for a fuel dumping. And today I'm not sure that we return to Zurich. We might look for a better airport. And we also would immediately call for ETO for assistance. Yes, that's I think everything for today. Same for you. If you hear on-ground emergency, please start assist in the back, and then leave and get the people together.
I won't come up front.
No, stay where you are.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay.
Era?
Runway 34 and 32, 240 degrees, 13 knots. Between 240 degrees and 25, and between 13 knots and 24 knots.
April, good evening. The Swiss 94 Alpha 53. Airways Lounge.
Swiss 94, April, with an OBEC. Startup and pushback approved.
Startup push approved, Swiss 94.
Oder? Verstanden. Die Bremse lösen. Jawohl, die gaan we lösen.
Beacon is on.
Bremse ist auf, wir können stoßen. Also great. Wenn es ruckelt, kann man die Triebwerk starten.
305 to ready for push.
On the checklist. Ready, start all engines. Finally, we made it.
What's on?
Cargo test failed.
Rubber tests.
Jetzt sollte man die Bremse wieder setzen. Bremse ist gesetzt.
Wenn wir den Test noch mal machen, oder? Benno, das ist Cargo Fire. Cargo Test. Cargo Test.
Swiss 94 to wind 300 degrees, 9 knots, runway 34, clear for takeoff.
Clear take 34, Swiss 94.
Runway heading. It's turning in. Ready?
Ready.
Take off your controls.
Eye controls.
Take the thrust set.
correct departure, good to Flug.
Departure 94.
94, departure, good to Flug.
Departure, good to Nordic, Swiss 94, reaching 5,000.
Swiss 946, departure, good to Nordic, identified. Continue climb to flight level 120.
Climb flight level 120, Swiss 94.
120 is checked. 3,500 is reached.
Swiss 904, no speed restrictions.
Down 94, no speed restrictions.
Clear the speed restriction. Speed check. Stats in. Flaps in. Jets.
Flaps are on.
Jets. Standard.
Swiss radar, good evening. Swiss 94, flight level 90, level 120.
Swiss 904, going to Nordic, climb to level 230, direct to Ulmis.
Climbing level 230, direct to Ulmis, Swiss 94.
And Swiss 6073, any change for flight level 300 due to strong wind? What will be your maximum down, 300? 0.78. Hello, brake for the...
Swiss 94, flight level 270.
Swiss 094 was identified and confirm cruising level requested.
Actually level 270 is fine, Swiss 94.
Copy. So maintain level 270 and route direct to Pamplona.
Direct to Pamplona, Swiss 94.
Aeroflot 300, Conta Barcelona 13235. Silver, 3235, Aeroflot 300.
position direct to now.
I'll say again the direct, Swiss 94.
Direct to Nelso, after Porto Santo.
Great, direct to Nelso, Swiss 94, thank you very much.
Start. morning. We are now 8 hours and 52 minutes in the air, and in the meantime we have reached Brazilian territory. We have reached Fortaleza, and that's an occasion to give you some details about our flight planning. Basic for our flight planning is a so-called track comparison sheet prepared by our dispatch in Zurich, which compares several routing options with actual wind conditions. Today we have chosen the routing number 2. If you can see it on the right, there are significant differences on other routings, plus 38 minutes, plus 10 minutes, plus 53, plus 23 or plus 26 minutes on other routing options. This is due to the wind situation, mostly over Africa, resulting in a routing sheet, track sheet, which also indicates our intermediate aerodromes we have to plan with. Today's flight to Zurich, then Lisbon, Sal on the Cape Verdes, and Recife. The main point for this very westerly routing is that we have over Africa very strong southwesterly winds with strengths of about 120 knots from southwest. So we avoided this area here by this routing, which also took us straight over the islands of Madeira. A little bit on more detail on this map, which shows here Portugal with Lisbon. Then we took this airway to Madeira. Then on this way outside the Atlantic Ocean, this is Sal, slowly down to Fortaleza, and now from here over Belo Horizonte down to Sao Paulo, which is at the lower end of the map. As we are out of our departure in Zurich 1 hour behind schedule due to these very extreme weather conditions, we are flying now with a little bit increased speed of Mach 0.835. It's not our maximum speed. Usually if we fly high speed we fly with Mach 0.84, but as we are a little bit dealing with the fuel reserves, we didn't take too much fuel as we were at our limits in Zurich. But we gained 13 minutes now and still have some good fuel reserves for Sao Paulo, so we are flying a little bit faster to get as much time as possible. Slowly daylight is coming, so landing is scheduled in, let's see, about 2.5 hours, and we will slowly prepare then for our approach into Sao Paulo.
Recife Swiss 094. Swiss 094, maintain level 350, SEO Mach number and estimate time, Kakoti. Swiss 094, the level 350, Mach number is 0.835. Say again, the estimate? Estimate time, Kakoti, Swiss 094. Estimate Kakut is 0853. 0853. Change 0853. Charlie, Charlie. To the 502, maintain level 350, call back AGL. To the 502.
Das heißt, wenn wir switched und kann erfolgen, dann gibt es ein Reset. Da ist dann erfolgen.
Report over. Romeo India Golf Echo Lima. To the 502.
Ja, ist klar. Ja. Okay, ja. Dann sehe ich ja da, siehst du noch die Fehler, sind sie da. Ja.
Okay, we see here in the background the Elms fire. This is caused by, that is a static discharge of electricity that is already in the air outside. It only occurs when there is also a bit of humidity. And the aircraft is an object where this static current can be discharged, and it's mainly on the windows, on the airplane surface, but mainly on the windows. And there is also some current within the windows, so there is that's the best spot where you can see the Elms fire. You can see it very nicely right now.
First position applet 08233350, pass on exit 30.
Roger, maintain 350, call back. At Kakwood, 094.
Next call Kakwood with 094.
Guten Tag, meine Damen und Herren, noch einmal aus dem Cockpit. Wir werden in etwa 40 Minuten in Sao Paulo landen. Das Wetter dort ist bewölkt heute Morgen und die Temperatur im Augenblick 20 Grad. Es wird heute so gegen 6, 27 Grad warm werden und ich hoffe, Sie werden einen schönen Tag in Sao Paulo verbringen. Ich hoffe, Sie konnten sich ein wenig erholen und ich wünsche Ihnen einen schönen Tag oder eine gute Weiterreise. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, once again from the flight deck. We will land in Sao Paulo in approximately 40 minutes from now. Depending a little bit on the traffic situation there, weather is reported to be cloudy. Temperature this morning is 20 degrees Celsius. It will be up to 26, 27 degrees Celsius during the day. So I wish you a very nice day in Sao Paulo or a good continuation of your trip.
Okay, we are now about 40 minutes from Sao Paulo, Guarulhos, and I will make an approach briefing now. Okay, we are expecting a Piracununga transition and then the Tuca arrival with these intermediate points from Campinas to Jaco, minimum flight level 100, L minimum flight level 70, Merck minimum 5,200 feet. We checked that with the FMS as well. We continue then on the ILS on the point plus, which is above 4,700. Then the intercept, the glide slope intercept, is at DME 13 Buon Successo, 4,700. Glide slope is 2.9 degrees. India Golf auto marker 4,100. The minimum we have 2,660 baro set. The missed approach is climb on heading 092. This is straight ahead to 6,000 feet, turn right to Buon Successo and hold. Buon Successo is out of service, so it will be the NDB India Bravo, which we have on ADF2. Then it's a left hand holding pattern on 6,000 feet. The runway is 3,000 meters long, 45 meters wide, minus 0.1 slope, and we have a puppy 3 degrees on the left hand side. I do it with flaps 35, manual braking unless the runway is wet, which is most probably not the case. And we probably will exit the runway Bravo Bravo or Charlie Charlie. I will aim for Charlie Charlie if I see that Bravo Bravo will become available. We might do that. Last point, enough settings. I pre-selected the 09 right ILS on the right side and the left ILS on the left side, but I will do it with auto tune unless there is something wrong. I have India Golf for the lineup. This is the auto marker on ADF1 and missed approach ADF India Bravo on ADF2. Approach briefing is completed.
Thank you, that's all. In Rato's briefing, we always check the planned arrival route also on the FMS, what he's going to brief. I have here on the navigation display now north oriented, the so-called plan view. You see the airplane here, north is vertically up. Already here, short before Papa Sierra November, you see the top of descent calculated for by the FMS. So if I scroll through the flight plan, we can check all constraints for our approach. Papa Sierra November. So we go up. We see Point Mens is an altitude bracket. Then Campinas Viracopos, that's our alternate airport. We just will pass overhead. And then, as he briefed later on, I can increase the range now. From Campinas, the Tuca arrival over Chaco with an altitude bracket. Next point is Elle. And then already in the finals over Merck. Then for the final approach, 4,700 feet initial approach altitude, and you see the runway coming in here. And later on the missed approach to Bon Sucesso with 6,000 feet. It's all programmed in the FMS and it's able to fly it in a profile mode. That's it. So we hope that we get a shortcut, of course. If you see it here. That's quite a corner here, so we hope to get a shortcut. Might be we can gain some few minutes. Status page.
Vargo 7 patrón, твой проопeracional da, Vargo 7 patrón. Respira.
Approach page. We briefed flaps 3-5. Landing weight expected 186.5. Yep. Clean speed below 200. And missed approach settings. Checked. Approach speed is checked. Seatbelts later in 10 minutes might be. Okay. And guys, navigation displays are on magnetic and the descent check is complete.
Thank you. This traffic is left-right. I thought it would be alternate.
As aeronaves que estão em tipo 0 podem trocar para 285. Brasília está 33175. Ok, caso de falha, põe Ribeirão operacional. Centro Brasília está 3551. Está 3551, vigilância radar, chama para descida. Vigilância chamada para descida, sim. American 907, fly direct main, is intersection, expect Tuca arrival. Fly direct main for the Tuca arrival, American 907, request lower. Yeah.
The Swiss 094, we are standing by for descent.
Descent flight level 200, use high speed.
Maintain high speed, leaving 350 down to flight level 200, the Swiss 094.
Running speed 200.
907, request lower.
94, we are leaving 350, descending flight level 200.
No, there is. Descent flight level 220, okay?
Okay, roger, let's copy. Descending flight level 220, Swiss 094.
O TAM 3317 vai pro Pirassununga da presente. Pirassununga 3317. Descent flight level 200.
We're leaving, we're descending to 200, American 907.
Somebody, use high speed American 907.
And cleared high speed American 907.
741, reduza para 2509.
São Paulo, yes, Swiss 094.
094, bom dia, estou carregando, descendo uma TR flight level 120 on the radar for Alice, clear, Tuca arrival.
Roger, down to flight level 120 for Tuca arrival, São Paulo, Swiss 094, identity.
American 907, there's no speed 220 knots, American 907.
Was that 220 knots?
This 094, descent flight level 100, reduce speed 250 knots, this 094.
Swiss 094, down to flight level 100, reducing speed 250 knots.
741, 230 nós, deixa para o nível 090.
090, 230 nós, entendeu? Hora 874
Desça e reduz para 503. Campinas fly heading 120 for space.
Heading 120 after Campinas for spacing, Swiss 094.
Speed brakes are in.
Tá 3551, reduz a 2509, 3551.
Bom dia.
Speed 090.
3317, desça para nível 100, 33, agora 210 nós, desça para nível 100.
Desça para nível 100 com 210 nós.
This is 094, speed 210 knots.
Speed 210 knots to Swiss 094.
215 thrust, vertical speed 90. Speed is slowing down. Really nice coming out. Thank you.
São Paulo approach for GS, Swiss 094, information Golf, flight level 905, descending level 80.
352, agora esquerda 120, desça para 4.100 pés, autorizado ILS 352.
120, 400, autoridade ILS 3532.
Heading 200 to the 5.
Swiss 094, heading 200 down to flight level 70.
741, prossegue a meia dúzia,
1011, 1000, varig 8741.
Varig 9990, para flat final, turninho 32.
Controle São Paulo, bom dia, tá 3317, na sua escuta.
Bom dia, até o nível 80, 337. Foi na cor 180 para o localizador.
Gente, para 180, 3317.
Receding
ground policy.
Até o localizador.
190 knots, proa sul, Vargas 741, localizador.
3094, 190 knots for spacing.
190 knots, 094.
190 thrust.
Swiss 94, what's your speed?
Speed is 190 with 094.
Continue descent to 5500 feet, 5,500 feet.
Down to 5500 feet, 5,500 with 094.
Bom dia, Varig 2266. 2266, bom dia.
150. Yes, please. Thank you. Solid.
Varig 2266, mantém a proa ainda? 266, após Euro, proa 280 e descida para meia do decímetro. Após Euro, esquerda 280, 2266.
Clear down check for please. 45 now is check. Thank you.
With 094, full established, Alice 09 right. So 094 established, 09 right.
Okay, contact the tower 13275.
3275, one year.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Varig 8741, solo 06, autorizado a cruzar a nova esquerda, após solo 1217. Autorizado cruzar após o 07, Varig 8741, bom dia. Bom dia.
8909 right, Swiss 09.
Varig 9770, Torre Guarulhos, mantenha o ponto de espera. Torre Guarulhos, voltar 3317, bom dia. 3317, bom dia, o número 2 para pouso, na pista 9 direita, ajuste no 0 no 1, aguardando a pista livre. 0 no 1, aguardando a pista livre.
Reverse check spot.
O 2300 decola de imediato para autorizado. Vento 1, 30 graus, 03 nós, autorizado a decolar 09 esquerda, Varig 2300.
English set. High controls.
Your controls, reversals.
3094 on the ground at 08, hold short 9 left.
To hold short of 9 left with 094.
Tan 3317, o vento 1, 30 graus, 03 nós, pouso autorizado, 9 direito. Pouso 3317. Varig 9770, autorizado a alinhar e manter a 09 esquerda. Swiss 094, clear to cross 90 left after crossing call ground 1217.
Clear to cross 09 left and after crossing 1217 the Swiss 094. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Some waves in the taxiway. Stabilize, verlief only 100 degrees.
8839 para táxi. Largue 8839, táxi via Índia, Bravo Golf, no ponto de espera da 09 esquerda, torre no 32, decimal 75. Índia, Bravo Golf, ponto de espera da 09 esquerda, 32, 3317, Hotel 03. Hotel 03.